here we are today. I told you yesterday we were going to work on the old gasser. Told you we're going to pull or cut out these bad pieces of sheet metal that the driveline, when it broke, beat the hell out of. I decided to go ahead and start. I just got out the old mini sledge here, and then I got the wire brush, and just started cleaning up the seam sealer. And that's all it was holding it in there in the first place was tack welds and then a seam sealer, so when you do a burnout and stuff, smoke's not coming in through the seams and stuff. When I did that, I looked at other race cars and saw how they put their panels in. Some of them put little quarter lock screws and stuff, or everything. But I saw some guys just tacking sheet metal in on their the frame of their floor and tunnel and everything. So that's what I did. I built a frame for my tunnel and cut out cardboard pieces. The shapes, because the cardboard, I can cut that and mess that up and not have to mess up a piece of sheet metal. So, I don't know, I just had the idea. I was like, why don't I try to hammer it back into shape? And it started going. So I just started tacking, and as you can see, I probably tacked from here to here, where it's flat-ish. And then I tacked from here to here, hammered some more, tacked here to here, and I hammered some more. You can see how it's not. So I just keep tacking as it gets close, clean up the seams, clean that seam sealer off so it doesn't cause porosity in my tack welds. And I'll probably go through and grind those tack welds so they're a little sharp and jagged, grind them smooth, and I'll have to get some more seam sealer and do the same thing. Now, on the other side, I think we just got a little bit, but after I started doing this, I was like, I think I can fix this other side too, which isn't as bad. Yeah. You see they're kind of split through, but I think I could hammer that and that shut. Came up here, I think I can hammer that down. I get cut through right there, I can hammer that down and tack that shut. So I don't think I'm gonna have to do a whole lot. Like, I was gonna cut them out and go over there to my sheet metal and kind of hammer out the shapes, or hammer the bad pieces flat and then draw up the shapes. I'm like, just reuse it. Plus it'll add some more character. I can show them, like, yeah. It's pretty crazy. I did see this, which I don't know if we saw yesterday. I don't know if you can see this or not. See that dent right there? That means the drive shaft had to come up in here, beat that down, and go back under. So that's pretty crazy in itself. And as I was sitting right there driving, I didn't know any of that happened. I thought my engine blew up. Like, all this happened right here while I was driving. Didn't even know it. But I had my helmet on and race suit and everything, and I was strapped in, so I'm not looking down towards my left, So it's just crazy when I see stuff like that. I'm still noticing little things. But I was surprised. My Ford technically did what it was supposed to do. I didn't make it impenetrable. I just wanted to be able to protect me and absorb basically what happened on that tranny tunnel. That's what you're always afraid of. You're afraid of that tranny blowing up and shooting shrapnel all over your leg and you. And so you want something there that's strong enough that's going to absorb the blow and hold up to keep you safe, and that's what it did. So I'm kind of proud of that part of it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hammer the rest of this down when I get tacked in and all the way I want it. Maybe that side. I'll show you again then, like, the finished product, what I did. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay. I think I got it all tacked up and finished up. I mean, it's not pretty, but I'll show you here. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so clear from back here. I just tacked and hammered, and I got a little bit of video of me doing that. All the way down here, over there, and then I even got some on the other side. Notice some spots and back behind the seat. I'll show you. So yeah, I mean, it come up through here. So I just hammered that up and flattened it out, and it overlapped. I got here. There's a little hole there, but I'm gonna patch that up. But I want to take you underneath and show you what else I found. Just kind of, like I said, I'm still finding stuff that happened while you can see this one overlap. So when things get hit, especially metal, it will stretch the metal. So like I even hammered this flat and it overlapped itself because it stretched it so much. So there's some distortion in the metal you got to work with, and so if you hit it one way, it'll go another. So I got that all. But I did notice, like when that drive line came apart, it tore itself in half about right here. It looks like poked itself up, looks like it hit this bar, bent it a little bit. The other thing I noticed was, I didn't see this before in the frame. I'll probably have to weld that shut. I don't think it's gonna hurt anything because it's a totally boxed in frame. So I'll probably be okay, but my battery cable, and you can see where it dented right there in the corner. My battery cable's here. You can see it got hit. My battery cable got hit. Did not cut it. I did pay good money for this battery cable. Like, I'll show you here in a little bit what kind of battery cable I got. I got single lot, so it's pretty thick, but I got double lot. But so it beat up a lot more than I thought when I was under here hammering away and fixing the stuff. So but yeah, it's just crazy. Like I said, I'm still finding stuff where it hit and tore up stuff. I'll go show you that battery cable I'm talking about, what it can do. So that battery cable I bought 2 rolls, or really 4, of red and black. So I bought a lot of it because it looked pretty neat, and I was like, man, it's gonna come in handy sometime. You can like wrap it around tight corners and just really, you know, the other stuff, it's really rigid and firm. You can't bend it. Once you bend it, it's never straightens out. That stuff you can just tighten it out, untie it, and straighten back out. It's good. So that, with what happened there, and after I seen that cable it absorbed the blow but didn't cut the wires or anything. And after I pulled off the track and stopped it. Like I said, I thought I blew my engine, so I went to crank it over. She still cranked over, so that battery cable didn't split inside or cut inside. She cranked right over, and then I found out it was my transmission. But there we are. So what I thought was going to take a lot longer because we're going to have to cut everything out, turned out pretty good. It's all welded up. We're ready for a transmission. Oh, here's another part I showed you. I had in back part of my truck. Here's the bell housing of that transmission that blew up. So it just broke the hole all around the bell housing and just come apart. And so the transmission was in there flopping around along with the drive line. Just bad deal all the way around. So yeah, we did it. So now, well, my next step is, I mean, I could put the transmission in, but I could take it racing like that if I wanted to, but I'm going to tape that off, mask it off. As you can see, I masked this off. I can see right here to make straight lines. I started doing it up there, up towards the top, just brushing it on. It's just, I thought it looked like shit. So I masked off everything because I wanted straight lines. I just wanted it to look neat. So what I'm going to do now is grind those tack welds down. I don't know if you can see. Let me find one. Try to show you. I mean, all of them, they're kind of they kind of create some hooks here, like that one I can catch my finger on and stuff. That one you can kind of see they kind of stick up. So I'm going to get a grinder, flatten all these down a little bit, grind them down. That one right there is a good nub. Let's just flatten those down so when I go over it with seam sealer, it spreads over evenly. So other than that, that's good. Probably clean this up because it's pretty dirty. Got a lot of dirt in it and everything. Good transmission in it, good driveline built. This thing back on the road.